Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Well, today I want to ask a very important question. Do you think grammar books work? Now, we've all seen the advertisement. This book will teach you English in 45 days, speak English in less than a week, and you're given a grammar book. Many of us are assured that grammar books are the way forward. They advertise them very well. In fact, if you do a language course with any school, you find yourself with a book. May not be completely about grammar, but certainly a whole chunk of it will be. Are grammar books useful? Well, I would say as references, yes, especially if you're studying linguistics, of course. But do they help you communicate better? No, of course they don't. So if you're learning English to, for example, go on a holiday or to meet with friends or have better conversations at work, of course, grammar books can be a handy reference in case you get stuck, but they don't help you communicate. So how did we get into this idea that buying a grammar book somehow helps you? Well, it does as a reference, of course, to quickly refer to it, but it doesn't really teach you anything about how to communicate. How did we get to this point in time? Well, it's very simple. Grammar books sell. They make a promise, about what they're going to do. And in a country where money is prized above everything else, the glamour of a book with a promise of English in 45 days looks very promising. But yet, it isn't. I can't think of any good reason to have a grammar book except maybe to refer to when I'm teaching. But even then, basic information like that can be found online. You see, when English schools were set up, they had to find a way to sell you something. They had to find a way to market English. Why? Because, of course, the main reason anyone does anything in the English-speaking world is to make money from it. It's not because they want to give you English, it's so they can cash in on the profits. That's what capitalism is all about. So you would be rather foolish to think that the grammar book is being produced to help you communicate. The grammar book is just a list of things which you can easily find online. What does this mean for English learning then? It means that you have to go and make some friends so that you can converse in a second language. It means that you put away the book and you actually make the effort to talk to somebody. I don't mean text somebody, I actually mean talk to somebody. It's quite easy these days to find a language exchange partner. Whatever language you're learning, and in this case English, you can easily find English-speaking people by using different apps. Italki has a language partner hashtag that you can use to identify exactly what language partners are and which ones would be useful for you. Of course, it's a little bit of trial and error, but it's going to be much better than rushing out to buy a grammar book. One good thing about buying the grammar book is it opens your mind to the idea of learning. We all need little rituals, don't we, to help us on our journey. And going to buy a grammar book opens our mind to the idea that we're about to begin learning. So from that point of view, it's very useful. But the information it contains probably is largely not useful. If you're really worried about grammar itself and whether something is an article, a particle, or the present perfect, future perfect, or past perfect, then of course you need it. But do you think that British people talk about those things? I don't go to the pub and say, for example, oh, I heard a great conditional today. It's not what we do. We don't think about grammar. And I'm sure in your language you don't either, unless you're a teacher, of course. So, if you're thinking about rushing out to buy a grammar book to make your English perfect, think again. Perhaps an English book like Harry Potter or another book for children might be more suitable for you. At least it has vocabulary, and then you can identify the grammar in the book. That's it from me. See you.